Shieldon. Shieldon? Shieldon Knives. Guess what? They make a couple of them. There's a bunch of different designs. This one I like a lot. Check that out, the Damascus. Although, and this is the Charkos, Charkos, okay? And it's Damascus steel, and I don't know if it's a stainless Damascus. I'll have to check that out, because all I know is it's Damascus. White Mountain Knives carries them. This is like the most expensive one I've seen from them, because it's big, it's Damascus, it's got that mix of G10 carbon fiber, and it's contoured and all that craziness. And she's a big girl right here. Whoa. I mean, this is 4-inch blade and then some. Yeah, and then some. Right at 4 there. Cutting edge is just a tad over 4. So we're looking at almost 105 millimeters, and overall 9¼ inches at 23.5 centimeters. Okay? You start to get the point. It is big. It's freaking big. Where's my, hold on. Let me get my wee Esprit out here. Yeah. It's way bigger than that. So how about my 2U knife bruiser? Got that sitting on the table all the time. Ooh, bigger than the bruise. So yeah, it's a sizable knife. And I think it looks good with the Damascus blade. Shieldon, I talked to their marketing guy. I mean, I actually had a video exchange with him. And he worked at Kaiser before, so he knows the Kaiser people and this and that, and we were talking about that. But, I mean, he's doing this now. So Shieldon, they'd like to get into the marketplace, do some stuff. And interesting brand. They come in these. So go figure, right? So it's a belt sheath. It's pretty stiff material here. This isn't flimsy stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then, it comes in a little plastic in the sheath, in the box. And this one's crazy expensive. I think it was around $90-something before discount. So like in the upper 80s after discount. But I mean, 9CR18 MOV Damascus. Well, that's the same as that, Sabibi's using on their Damascus, and some other people are using on their Damascus. But yeah, 103 millimeter blade, 4.06. They got that right on, 9¼ inches overall, and under 6 ounces. I'm surprised. I'll put it on the scale, but yeah. And then in here, you get their paperwork. So, and this Shieldon paperwork looks a lot like Kaiser. Well, he came from Kaiser, so let's see if you can pause and read for that, but that's just warranty, and you can scan their barcode thing, that kind of thing. So, yeah, but it's a structural box, thank God for small favors, and then the pouch. How about the knife? Well, you got ambidextrous thumb studs. Fail. Okay. Ambidextrous thumb studs. We'll take this apart. Ooh, I'll kick that one out. Man, that's kicking a hog, isn't it? Ooh, baby, that's big. Okay. Oh, by the way, it has a flipper tab. You can just do that. Detent. I can fail it. Yeah. It's all right. It's like maybe a 4.5 on the detent scale. I don't want it any stronger. It's strong enough for thumb flick, finger flick, okay? So if they made it stronger, this would be a little tougher to do. maybe uncomfortably tough. So I think they struck the right balance on that. And the thumb studs are machined. What's this? What's this surround? See how that's raised up? Wow, it's the same kind of material as the scales, is what it looks like. Interesting that they did that like that. Pocket clip, I'm not impressed with. That's a meh. I don't know. Yeah, not for me. I do a deep carry, especially for a knife like this, right? Okay. But, I mean, the scales I like. The liners don't bite me or do anything weird there, so that's okay. They're not overly sharp. I think they could have maybe rounded them, hit them a little bit more on the insides there. But, I mean, I'm not worried about cutting myself or anything that raw. It's just, if they were stonewashed, they'd be, you know, just right. But that's okay. Some jimping up here. Let's get a piece of paper, see if this thing will cut anything. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's sharp. It's sharp. So what? Let's check that. Let's check that out again. Let's check the weight. They said it's under 6. It's 162 grams, which is, that's a middle to heavyweight there. Yeah, 5.73 ounces. Okay. I mean, that's a doable deal for a 9 1/4 inch knife like that. Oh, let me grab my caliper, because you know what? Ooh, baby, baby, baby. 16.7 at 0.66. 16.7, 0.65. Yeah, millimeters, 0.65. That's pretty thick. And only 3.3. I'm surprised it's not 3.5 or 4 millimeter and 0.13 of an inch. Okay, I'm surprised the blade stock is that thin compared. But, you know, it's not far off a 3.5. Kind of not all that, you know, needing for a 4 millimeter stock, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm digging the scales. I'm digging the Damascus, and yes, it is a stainless Damascus. So we answered our own question, and they have other knives, and go check them out. This is a steel frame with carbon fiber, okay, and a D2 blade. And there's the name of it, whatever that is. Whatever. It's a Barracuda. That's what it is. And it's not really a Barracuda. And the Empoleon, same designer. So I told him you might want to go searching for, you know, some collaborative stuff. And this is kind of interesting. And you can get this all blacked out, or you can get it like this. Same kind of pocket clip setup. Not sure I'm feeling that. But they all come with that pouch, which is interesting. And this one I think is in the $80-some range before discount. And this is way less. I think, I can't remember right off the top of my head. I'm thinking around 48, 49, something like that, but I could be a bit off. But this is my favorite because it's a Haas, and we will take it apart. Ergos, great, very neutral here. We got a lot of handle length. Got a little bit of a choil in there. Should be great for sharpening. Reverse grip is comfortable. Yeah, pocket clip, no, negatory. Wonder if I can, that pocket clip setup looks familiar to me, like maybe I could find an aftermarket on that. I would have preferred also to have a backspacer of sorts, but it didn't come that way. So And it looks like they've skeletonized the liners, thank God. I mean, you know, it's under 6 ounces, though, the way she sits. Lockup, that's strong. That's, wow, that's 60% easily. Easily. Design flow is really good. Blade to handle length, you'd think, right? Oh, yeah, you're, yikes, yikes. Okay, yeah, you're all the way there. You're all the way there. And it's got a lanyard hole. Of course, it's not tubed because you don't have a backspacer. So, you know, if you're going to take it apart, which side? And that's always the question, isn't it? So let's try, ooh, are we? Okay, there we are. Wow, have I got a, oh, I got a plus here. That's a little bit bigger than I wanted to work with. Maybe this is a standard 8 here, and it is, I think. Okay. I'm feeling both sides move. Okay. Took a while. Got that screw out of there. Wow, look at that. Wow. Whew. What is that, epoxy? Oh my God. That's insane. Well, I will report back on that because that's, yeah, that's no good, is it? We got that much done, but let's hope these body screws are more compliant. And I'm not sure that they are. I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but that's a bunch of stuff. Right there. I cannot open these up, so they will not turn, and I just rounded out the centers of those. So it's not gonna open up for us. I'm gonna get back to Shieldon and say, what are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? Because I do budget knives all the time, and they unscrew apart, and they, you know, I can service them, put them back together, no problem. Do you really think that the public should be that discouraged from taking your knives apart? And if they are, then they probably won't buy them. So, yeah, you need to open this up. All right, I'm gonna jam this back in there, and to hell with it. She's a big honker. There's a lot of good things to say about it, but the disassembly is not going to happen. And, oh, I didn't need to hold it from the other side. Okay. Back with the Shieldon Charkos. Yeah, 9CR18 MOV Damascus. It just wouldn't come apart for me. These screws are not going to break loose. And that's my big bitch about number 6s. You will just wallow them out like these did. You know, I use my IP plus, my 6 plus in here, and just ate out the insides of them. So can't move these screws. I got the pivot screw undone, and wow, is that some kind of some kind of glue in there or what? Because that was different looking. I'll get back to them and talk to them about that. Shieldon, check them out on White Mountain. If you never want to open your knife up and make sure it never comes apart, you might want to get one. Take care, my friends. I'm going to let you go. Love them knives. That's what we do. So you guys stay sharp.